Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Puji Zakiah. In this video, I will explain the introduction part of journal entitled Developing Skills for Effective Academic Presentations in AAP. The first thing in the introduction part that I want to tell you is about what the author's rationale conducting the study. This study was born out of the experiences gained over several years in teaching EAP to first-year university students in Hong Kong, where tertiary education is predominantly taught in English, and a desire to develop more effective ways of helping students acquire the skills for critical thinking and successfully delivering research-based oral presentations in English. Although they didn't attempt to teach within the disciplines of their students, the researchers believe was that they could create a program that taught their students general inquiry strategies, rhetorical principles, and other transferable academic skills. Previous studies show that at the outset of tertiary study, Hong Kong students are unaccustomed to carrying out individualistic research-type work and that they are unfamiliar with the use of library resources which are generally regarded as essential to such work. This statement comes from Bankowski in 1999. It would appear instead that throughout their secondary schooling, students have adapted learning methods appropriate to the examination-based system that prevails in Hong Kong. Rote or surveys methods which are not necessarily suited to the style of tertiary study. This statement comes from Hamp Lyons in 1998. And the last thing is what the authors aim conducting the study. It was envisaged that the special training program involved in this project would result in a development of those skills required to successfully deliver academic presentations, as well as pave the way for students themselves to take charge of the learning process and become autonomous learners. That's all from me, and thanks for your attention.
Hi guys, my name is Zahra Salsabila, and now I want to tell you about the methodology. First is the participant. This project was to design a specific training program in academic oral presentation skills that delivered to 217 Year 1 Arts and Social Science students as part of their EAP classes and evaluate its effects through observation of the selected student. 14 students majoring in religious study, geography, history, and sociology were randomly selected from 3 classes to be observed in this experiment. In 15 minutes duration, students were required to give 2 oral presentations, one before the training or in the early semester, and one after the training or in the second semester. And 2 of the oral presentation would have a different topic. The purpose of the observation was to demonstrate change that might have occurred in the student use of skills and strategies during their first year at the university. And the second is the step undertaken by the author to facilitate learning of the skill and strategies, especially a design training program, was carried out for about 15 hours as part of their mandatory EAP course. The training process consists of 3 parts. First, training of research staff, which took place in the computer lab or library. Second is training in analytical skill. And the last is training of presentation skills. It was important to ensure that student background knowledge of their subject area was sufficient to cope with the test. The student need guidance and training not only in research and expanding English language, structure and vocabulary, but also in analytical and critical thinking that will encourage and lead to the development of creativity. To enhance this, various activities were carried out in the class, and work was assigned outside the class to provide opportunities to practice the following. First is evaluating resource, generating and organizing information. Second is finding relation, causes and effects, comparing and contrasting ideas. Third is interpreting data and result. Fourth is inferring, synthesizing, analyzing, and paraphrasing information. And next is making judgment, explaining and drawing conclusions. And last is discussing and solving problems. With the introduction of each new skills, the instructor tried to apply various techniques as possible. To achieve this, the tutor often elicited information from students, made notes, charts, graphs on the whiteboard. Students were given numerous example models by the tutors and present in the video on how to make a successfully presentation, giving them a chance to observe and practice the following presentational skills. First is how to introduce a topic to the audience, outline ideas and grab attention. Second is how to follow an outline and involve the audience. Third is how to stay focused and use reference. Fourth is how to use notes, eye contact, and voice, and how to hold attention. And the last is how to construct visual aids and use them effectively. Students reserve a part of their training in research and presentation skills prior to making their first presentation. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Tiara Putri. I am from English department, and today I will explain the journal. The title is Developing Skills for Effective Academic Presentations in EAP, and I get part finding results and conclusion. And so here I will explain the first finding results. In this slide, discuss all students show an increase in their overall use of skills, with most showing some change in each of the major areas of organization, content, and delivery. The results show the most of them show some challenge in each of the main areas of organization, content, and delivery. While the rate at which individuals use skills in the first presentation varied widely, results were much more uniform in the second post-training semester, and it is evident that all university students in Hong Kong gained exposure to English and experience in Western-style presentation and scholarship during their first year at university. So, what I have cooked is that they are more comfortable learning by going directly to field than learning material in class, because the results vary The results were much more uniform in the post-training second semester, with the majority of students applying the skills acquired through the training to their work. And the last part, that is conclusion, results indicate that despite their lack of experience and confidence and the obvious difficulties faced, the students show a willingness and ability to adopt new methods of learning.
Closing statement. This study was conducted because it was to change the previous studies of students in Hong Kong related to developing skill for effective academic presentation. This activity was carried out by many Hong Kong students using the 3 methods provided by them. After this activity, all students show good improvement with evidence that all students in Hong Kong gain exposure to English and experience in Western-style presentation and scholarship during their first year at university. It is hoped that this study will provide encouragement and assistance to teachers, and it is also a provider of the means that enable students to successfully pursue independent study, leading to successful oral presentation. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for support this channel. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.